everybody. Welcome back to the LoFi podcast. I'm your host, Frank. Today we've got Caleb.
Hello, everyone.
We've got Rick.
Hello.
And we have someone brand new today. This is
Hello.
Elisa. Elisa's going to be filling in for a bit. She's going to be taking over for Heidi's spot. We'll see how that goes. But Elisa, like us, likes Game of Thrones.
Of course.
She's got her own thoughts and ideas on it as well.
She's a person.
She's a person.
I'm
She
real.
exists.
I'm
She's
a
not
real
part of the
person.
1%, despite what people are going to be saying on social media.
1%?
Yeah, you know, there's everyone posting, I'm part of the 1% who hasn't seen Game of Thrones.
I hate those people.
Mark safe. Mark safe from
the queen today.
From the mad queen.
But if you are following along, today we're going to be covering Season 8, Episode 5, titled
The
Bells.
The Bells, which...
Yeah.
Another weird title.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to cover the events of the episode. Obviously, spoiler alerts, if you all have not seen it, turn away and then come back later.
Yeah, go watch 7 seasons, come back.
Go watch 7 seasons
Hit
and
pause.
then come back.
Hit pause.
Yeah.
Watch 7 seasons.
Yeah, just put us in your watch
come
later.
back. Press play.
Yeah.
All right, so we start the episode with an opening on Varys at his desk, talking to one of his birds. Her name is Martha, and a funny little, well, not funny, but
The
I guess
bird's name is Martha.
yeah,
Why would you say that name, Frank?
that her name was Martha.
Why would you say that name?
That's good.
Realize
It got it.
God damn it!
It took a while.
Damn it. Okay. Anyway, fun little fact. That little girl was like right next to him, hiding in the crypts when all the stuff was going down at Winterfell and stuff. So
Does she have the little figurine then too?
I don't know. You're talking about the white horse, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a different girl.
Is it?
What?
I think
Which
so.
girl?
Oh,
The one who
yeah, you're
wanted-
right. That's the one that got scorched. That's another one.
That's a different girl.
That's a technical spoiler for later in the episode.
Fucking Frank.
Anyway, she
Throwing
comes
out
up to
spoilers.
Varys, lets him know, like, hey, they're watching me, right? I gotta be careful. And not a lot of people picked up on this part, but they mentioned, like, he's like, it's okay, we'll try again tomorrow. Because she says Daenerys and that.
He's trying to poison her.
Yeah, so they're trying to poison her and stuff. I didn't get
But
that.
he said
first
we'll
time
try
around.
at supper as well.
Yeah, we'll try at supper.
Right.
So meaning, like, they're gonna try later. Then on to the beach where Jon lands. He's arriving, right? He's met by Varys, and you have Tyrion kind of overwatching them. I don't think he can hear what they're saying, but you know,
You can tell from
you
the
know, yeah, he can
gestures.
kind of surmise what's happening,
Yeah.
right? And he's kind of Varys is there, like letting Jon know, in a way too, that he knows about his secret,
Yeah.
right? And kind of tell him, hey, I think you would be good for the throne. Jon's still against it, doesn't want the throne, this and that. But I think that scene's kind of telling a little bit in the sense of Jon knows now that Varys knows, which he can start kind of like, okay, word's already getting around and shit. So
He plainly says it.
yeah, he pretty much.
Well, because he
tells them.
says when a Targaryen's born, the gods flip a coin
gods flip
and the
a coin.
world holds its breath.
Yeah.
Fitty
Yeah.
And he
fitty.
said, and I don't know about your coin yet.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like, yeah.
So then we fast forward. Now we fast forward to Tyrion kind of running to Dany and kind of telling on him. He's like, someone's betrayed you. And she thinks it was Jon at first. Well, I
No,
guess
she's just
technically,
saying
she's saying
it was him no
was
matter
totally
what.
Jon, right?
Yeah, she already knew the whole sequence of events.
Yeah, and that's what she ran down. So basically, surmise, yeah, Jon did this.
I mean, it was all of them.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, she knows Jon told Sansa, Sansa told Tyrion, Tyrion told Varys.
yeah. I mean, it's heavy information.
So like, yeah, like everyone's talking shit behind her back.
I was gonna say
Everyone's
maybe
doing
not
shit,
talking
right?
shit, but yeah,
I mean,
they're
everyone's
making
Yeah, they
doing.
are.
They're making moves without telling her, and
Yeah.
that's not what she wants. They're supposed to be her counsel.
yeah,
You know, her counsel who were true to her are all dead now.
yeah. And in this instance,
Except for
this
Grey
is this is where Tyrion kind of I think brings up the first mention of like the bells of like, well, if you're gonna go in there or whatever, right? You should surrender obviously once the bells are ringing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I think becomes a theme a little bit, right? Because it gets mentioned like 2 or 3 more times later in the episode and stuff. Obviously alluding to something.
There's a tie, right, to the bells and madness or some shit like that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You think that the bells maybe cause madness at some point?
No, there was. I believe there was a quote earlier about when the Mad King was burning the place down, that the bells were ringing also, or some shit.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't know.
that he said he heard bells, and that he was crazy or some shit like that.
That
I'd
sounds
have to-
familiar.
yeah,
I'd
that
have to
sounds
look at it.
familiar.
Yeah. So anyway, now we come to Varys in his chambers again, writing his letters and stuff.
writing.
Kind of you confirm with the writing again. You're like, oh shit, he's gonna
by
he's
hand.
telling everybody.
All those
little scroll
He had
piles.
all those little scroll piles. He's there writing the same fucking sentence every fucking time.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
And he knew they were coming, dude. So he
Takes
puts
his rings
his
off.
rings off or whatever, and
Damn,
then
man.
they take him out to
No,
Danny and
I love Varys.
I did
Yeah,
too.
man.
I like that they actually started utilizing him again. And
Yeah.
then,
And I have we're gonna have lots of complaints about this one, but this stuff in particular, because the writing of the show has been very, very
subpar.
wishy-washy, and it's subpar, especially these last two seasons is mostly what I'm referring to. But I feel like something like this happening at the beginning of the episode normally would have been like at the end of an episode, where like someone dies and it's kind of like, okay, it ends, right? And here they
started off.
they just started off, hey, we're gonna fucking torch Varys.
Which is a really good shot.
they got-
by the way.
Yeah, that
with
was
the
cool.
dragon.
Episodes to do it in.
Yeah. You know what?
Which
They
I
could have
said
had
that-
more, Rick.
I feel
We're
like
gonna-
They
we're
could
gonna-
have had more.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we're gonna-
what happened to that?
I think
we
that's
can have that
Yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
now.
That's part of one of my big complaints.
That's the
which
big
is
thing.
later,
Right.
Which is,
I figure we'll get into
Say
that
that later.
conversation as soon as we talk about the turn and all that.
yeah.
But just for saving time and stuff,
How did you feel that Tyrion betrayed him?
I didn't like that
I hated
because
it.
that was
Yeah.
like his only little
That was like
friend.
his friend, literally.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of weird that like he kind of knew that he was putting him to death.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I don't know.
He's
I
like-
don't understand why Tyrion is so
Yeah.
so loyal to Daenerys.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Like the only thing you could maybe
Yeah.
right? He's just
Yeah.
like
the only thing you could maybe think of is like, oh, is he like in love with her or whatever? But
No,
I mean,
I don't see that at all.
I mean, because they had that one shot
That
where he
one
was kind
shot
of like
where he's
sad.
longingly
Yeah, he was all like
looking at
knew
them
that
having
John
sex
right
over
went in
there.
there and stuff. So this is the only thing you could think like, oh, okay, he probably liked her and like, oh, too bad or whatever. But enough to be like just
don't know.
blindly,
I don't know
like,
what his deal is.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
I didn't like that choice.
I feel like a lot of the like we talked about last episode. I think it was like a lot of the brains of like all these seasons have just kind of like they don't know what to do with them, or they've like
Yeah.
taken a nosedive. Like
Yeah.
Tyrion making mistakes and stuff.
Constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah, he fucks up a lot, dude.
Yeah.
The only
And-
person with brains anymore is like Sansa. I think.
Yeah, like
And
Sansa's
that's
one
not
of the only
much-
schemers
and there's not
left.
much brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like without George's big picture stuff, the showrunners have had problems writing the plots and the story stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's definitely we'll go into that. More of that later.
To be continued.
Yeah, we will continue that discussion. I'm gonna have a lot to say about that. One more quick thing I wanted to mention is we mentioned the shot. I think that was a cool shot of like the dragon creeping in
As she's saying her title, the dragon just comes out.
Yeah, you just
behind
see
her.
him. It looks all creepy and shit. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, without a word, just kills him. No,
I was hoping for like
Like
snap.
T-Rex
yeah,
like,
style.
just-
That's what I was
yeah.
kind of hoping for
Yeah.
too.
I thought
I don't
too,
think
but
we've ever seen them do that.
No.
before.
No,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
they just
just
fucking-
instinct now.
I mean, she told him too, like in previous episodes, like if you ever betray me, I'll set you
Yeah.
on fire. or
I know
whatever.
it's like go to fire, but I would have wanted to see like just
Yeah.
like an owl just like just fucking swallowing him, and he's just like
I'm
That
glad,
would've
I'm
been
glad
good.
it didn't show
imagery.
him burning to death. Like I don't
Just
think
screaming,
I don't
just-
think I could have handled
I
that.
wouldn't
You
want
couldn't
to see
take
him
it?
screaming.
No.
I like give him some kind of dignity or
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean?
I like what he
So-
said though. Like I hope for your benefit or sake that I'm
Hope
wrong.
I'm wrong.
I mean,
Yeah.
dragon
Got it.
fire is supposed to be able to melt stone, right?
I think that's why he wasn't screaming. Because
Right?
he
So
was just
it's just-
immediately...
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure he felt nothing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure all his fucking nerve endings were just gone.
So after that, we have Danny and John in her chambers, kind of getting together. It's an interaction, and we see him pulling away from her, right? Because she's there again, because she's there trying to seek affection and love.
I mean, you think that was her proposition of like, you know, we can do it this way then? Like, she's given into the whole incesty thing and he's like, nah. So then that's when she's like, well, then it's fear.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
So
what
that
she's
was
saying.
like that last bit.
It's like, if I can't
It
have
was
your
like-
love, then I'm just
Yeah,
rule
because
in
like
fear.
if
Right.
had John maybe comforted her there and then maybe compassion might have ensued a little after. Do
Yeah,
you think?
maybe. I just never bought their love story to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying
It's
last
Yeah.
time.
I was saying it last time. It's
It's
really rushed.
yeah.
Every time they say "What I love you," I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't
like,
buy it.
it's
Every
very-
time
It's
they
true
say
love,
it.
man.
Yeah, I
love
don't
at
buy
first sight. Well,
No.
Not even, because she was
Boom,
like,
just-
bend the knee. He was like, no, whatnot.
bend that ass.
Bam.
Yeah, it wasn't until the
Jeez.
last episode of
Well-
season 7. They're like, hey, let's do it. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, I love you so much.
Yeah.
So, hey, when it hits hard, it hits hard.
So I think I know one of our friends mentioned that. Oh, it's just because he didn't give her the D, she's all mad. She burns everyone. I'm like, I don't. Is that really the reason why we're gonna
that's
go there?
people reducing it, but no.
Yeah, because he says, what is it? You will always be my queen,
Yeah.
or something. And she said, is that all I am to you?
Mhm.
You know, and she's searching for that, like, affection, you know, 'cause she's just lost
Yeah, but
tons
that's-
of people.
And that's
Yeah.
all she
Yeah.
wanted at the beginning. She's like, well, I'll help you as long as you bend the knee. I'll freaking help. We spent all season
Oh,
7 of her
that's
being like,
true.
I'll come help you if you bend the knee. He's like, fine, I'll freaking bend the knee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
Now I
like,
want you to love me.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just your queen. It's like, just
Becoming more and more needy.
What do you want to eat, woman?
I don't know. typical struggle of male female.
Yeah,
Don't
that's,
you want?
that's the most realistic thing in this whole
real.
show.
Maybe I like it now.
So true to real life. So now the next scene we have Tyrion and Dany talking again, and again he's like pleading to her about the bells again, right? There's another mention of it here, and him obviously telling her don't scorch the kingdom, which I think by this point you're like, oh, okay, you're making it very obvious that she's gonna do something really bad, because I think in this instance, there's never been any reason for them to think that of her, because she's never done anything
Yeah,
impulsive.
I thought it was kind of
like
weird.
that.
Right? He kept saying that. Like,
Yeah.
if he meant just the red keep,
Yeah.
I'd understand that.
Yes.
But he kept making it sound like you don't need to kill everyone. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is she gonna kill everyone?
Yeah, like why would you kill everyone? And
We'll see.
yeah, why would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Benioff? DB Wise?
DB Wise.
D&D, when'd you do that?
Fucking shit up. Okay. Anyway. And in this scene, this is where she tells him that Jamie was captured and he's being
Yes.
held captive.
Oh, right.
So kind of off screen, don't even see that happen
Yeah.
type stuff.
Don't get... God,
Oh,
man.
and she also tells him that he can't fail anymore, or that's it. Like,
Didn't she
this
say
is-
that already? I could
No,
have sworn she
I
said
think
that.
She said
well, she was
something
talking
similar
about
in
like
Winterfell,
that
yeah.
he wouldn't be her hand anymore, right?
Yeah.
Last time she's like, "I'll find
So-
another hand."
yeah,
to be
I'll find a new
Oh, is that
fucking
what it was?
up, right?
And she turns to Jorah and them.
That's right. Yeah. Shoot him the look.
Yeah.
But she can't say that again because he's dead. So awkward. That's awkward.
Died in the friend zone.
Yep. Fuck.
And then John don't even want it. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
All right. So
My
the
mom
next
would've jumped
scene,
on that.
we have the troops arriving on the beach of King's Landing and stuff. Right. John's coming in, the Onion Knight and Tyrion at this point, which I think Tyrion uses this opportunity to talk to Davos about smuggling in
them
something
Out.
out.
Yeah.
Smuggling them out of
Smuggling
King's
something
Landing.
Yeah, smuggling them out of King's Landing or something. He doesn't really say what, but he's talking about
We
helping
talk
them
about
out
it
or
later.
whatever.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie. Well,
Is that
see,
what you're talking about?
here's what I thought. My question about this was, I thought he was talking about, can you smuggle Jamie into the castle, like to help him get in there, right? Because he's looking to maybe set Jamie free, right? I thought, but I think we find out later
It was to
he
smuggle
was
them out.
Smuggle, but He's
That's
smuggling
why
like a
the
boat
boat's
over
there, yeah.
to
Right.
that one area, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wanting to make sure of.
Yeah, it was like they set up the little boat for them to. He told them, right, to go get
Skedaddle.
Cersei,
Yeah.
get Cersei and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Told Jamie that, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, we skipped over that. That was a good scene. I did
part?
like their scene, Tyrion
That
and
was
Jamie.
good.
The
Oh,
little
yeah.
moment.
No, that hasn't happened yet.
You said the army's on the beach.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't he go up
see.
to the soldiers?
Yeah, man. Soldier stuff.
It happens after.
Oh, there's a cut.
There's Hound and Arya next, and then he goes to meet
Okay,
Jamie.
alright.
It's okay, man. It's all right.
He failed. No
Just
big
It's
trust
going
me.
too
No biggie.
slow. I
Trust
just want it
me.
to be the battle already.
I know, man. I want to talk about
I
it
know.
so
I know.
bad.
I fucking know.
Go,
We'll get
Frank.
there.
Yes.
Okay.
Continue.
Frank.
Continue.
Okay.
God.
Next, we have Hound and Arya arriving, right? And they're gonna make their way into the castle and stuff.
Oh, they're like, why are you passing here?
yeah,
right.
right. So we
Yeah.
have Hound and Arya getting there. They're gonna
just,
go.
Hail Hydra. And just getting in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just waving their hands.
Say, yo.
These are
Hail
these are what
Hydra.
you're looking for.
Just getting in there.
Then we have Tyrion to go into Jaime's
What?
tent.
Oh.
Which I thought there was a funny bit though of him trying to get in there with the
Yeah, that was like,
yeah
It's
with the
perfect.
Unsullied just trying to
we
speak
speak
their
the
language.
common tongue,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I actually did not like that.
What?
No?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, again, with this, another part of the season that I haven't liked,
Yeah.
is a little too jokey for me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
For Game of
maybe.
Thrones, it's a little too, some I like. Like when Tormund is like, oh, is the big woman still here? I like
Yeah.
that joke. It's kind of with character.
Yeah.
But that seems like a joke I could hear in any other movie where it's like, we speak your language, bro. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
it's kind of
But
like
that's just my
when
opinion.
Daenerys was like speaking High Valyrian, right? When she pretended not to, and then she just, maybe she.
But I think that was
that was more of like
comedy. That was more like for her.
Well,
Like,
right,
I think it's
dramatic.
also
It's when
telling
she
him, like,
But
killed
it would
the
make
guy.
sense that she would maybe educate her Unsullied, right, in the common tongue.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with the joke.
Oh.
That's what I was saying.
I think it's also telling that, like, of Tyrion's character. Like, he just
Oh, okay.
tries way too hard,
Or
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
that he's real. I mean, he even knows that
Mhm.
bits, pieces
Yeah,
of that
right.
language.
So
you
he's
know,
just
and
like,
he's
I'm gonna use this. Right?
makes his way in there regardless, right? And talks to Jaime, frees him.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay.
yeah.
A lot to go on.
A lot to
here,
go on
man.
about here.
Yeah.
So I think, I guess maybe we could talk a little bit about Jaime's intentions here a little bit.
I was still at this point. I was still confused. I'm like, is he okay? So, is he still going to kill Cersei? Like, is he just saying this? Because I was still on the side of like, I don't think Jaime's actually going back at this point. But I was kind of getting a little confused. And then, but their whole moment together, where he's like, "You were the one who didn't treat me like a monster," and I really like that. And
Yes.
I was kind of like
was-
emotional.
I
in
did like
scene.
that moment.
I was.
That was sweet.
I was
when he
kinda
was coming in
emotional. It
for
was
like
really
a hug and everything.
Yeah,
I
I
was
almost
like,
cried.
Peter Dinklage made me
Almost
cry.
cried.
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it was a really good moment. That moment.
Yeah, because they're close and stuff, and they care for each other. But you've never seen them like embrace like that or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Love that he
I
refers
appreciated that.
to himself as the dumbest Lannister.
well, it's because Cersei.
Cersei.
called
Yeah,
him
well, yeah,
that.
Cersei, yeah.
Yeah.
But he
It's
admits it.
Yeah, he admits it.
He knows.
I didn't like that. Well, because I thought he was gonna go kill Cersei. I was on that.
I think
train.
we all thought,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Right?
It's like he's
Nah,
on this arc,
man.
right, of like becoming a better person than he was at the beginning of
It all started with him, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way he's gonna back out and go back easy.
But
Nah,
here's what I have a problem with, is that he went to Winterfell to Doomsday.
Yes.
He went to go die, ignoring Cersei. Like, it was kind of building up that season when he was like, when Euron was coming in, he was like not having it. And so Jaime's like, I want to go and kill, like, die for the land, with the Starks. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to die with them, want to defend them, be with them. Because he could have died with Cersei if he really thought they were coming. But no, he went to Winterfell by himself, not with an army. He went there, and so that's why I was like, okay, he's changing. Like, he's a changed person. And he get there and he does Brienne, and so now, that, for me, that's just fan service.
Peace.
Like, that wasn't even like for
Yeah.
anything. It was just a fan service moment, and I hate it now. Like, it's not even
Yeah.
a cool moment.
Yeah.
So I really dislike that.
Yeah, his character is just, he's still a piece of shit, right?
But no, he hasn't been.
He
'Cause-
says that line where he's like, "Oh, I don't even like the people anyway." Right? He said something like that. I hate
Yeah.
the people anyway.
Yeah.
But you killed the Mad King because he was gonna burn everyone to death.
Yeah.
And it just.
I think he was always on that teeter-totter, and then he just cements one way once he decides to go back to her.
Yeah, but like I feel like
What?
ever since Brienne brought him back from his little long journey, he'd always been kind of different since then. Because then he went to Dorne to go, or he was never the same with his fighting, right? Then he went to Dorne to go save his daughter, and she died. And then he's just always been kind of like not as Jaime as the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's always slowly been changing his arc, because I've liked him since then.
Yeah.
But then he just does this shift. He's like, nah.
Well, I think it was that comment that Sansa made, right? Where she's like, I'm going to enjoy watching your sister get hanged or whatever the fuck.
I mean,
and then I guess then in that moment,
clicked in his head or
he's
whatever.
like, fuck, it can happen. It's real. And then instincts kick in. I got to go save her.
Which, again, I think maybe I would have been okay with it if he didn't have sex with Brienne. Because then that was just a fan service moment, and I hate that.
Yeah.
I was so down. Like, that was just for nothing. Because then that's kind of that's like first season.
Do you think had he had Sansa not said that shit, or maybe he could have had a life there in the north?
Yeah, because that's what he said. He's like, I'm going to stay here. I don't want to go back over there. He's like, I'm going to stay up here, whatever. But if Sansa had said that, I guess he would have stayed.
No, there's all those scenes, because I wanted them to do it, right? But there are all those scenes, like, post-coitus kind of thing, where he's just kind of laying there, like, contemplating something, and something's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ever since Sansa tells him that.
No, before that. Because as soon as Sansa tells him that, he takes off. Night that the first night, when they're drunk and everything, he does that too, where he's just, like, thinking in bed while she's asleep. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just felt wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like Jaime's.
More on that later. The stuff I'm going to say later.
No.
All right. So after that, he frees Jaime. Gets so he can get him out. I think he also pleads to him at this point, right, about go to Pentos, go live another life.
Well, he also tells him that the boat's there for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he's telling him, right? So he can leave or whatever. And that's why he was. That's why I thought Davos, right? Like that's why he got Davos to smuggle that boat there for him and everything.
Yeah.
After that, we start like the Euron and the ships preparing for war.
My boy Euron.
Yeah.
Woo!
Your boy Euron.
Yeah, my boy Euron.
Damn,
right?
Euron.
The worst.
Yeah, my boy
Yeah.
Euron.
Steampunk pirate.
Yeah, no.
Euron.
He's great.
The town's all getting all crazy because they know war's coming. They're squirming, right? And Arya and Hound are making their way in. They're going opposite way of
They're
everyone
making
else.
their way
and stuff.
downtown,
God damn it.
Walk faster.
Yeah. So then the gates close. Right behind them, even, right? So Arya and the Hound go in. Jaime's locked out, and he's trying to.
What was that? I got money! It's me!
I thought, I was like, what's he doing? Soldier!
Dude, he passed
Yes.
like 2 fucking soldiers on the way.
I
Like
saw it
as
when
he
he-
was
when he was leaving.
Yeah, like dude, tell this guy
Like,
to
hey.
escort you in there.
Yeah.
Right?
And he could have talked to any of the ones there. Weren't there? I mean, there was some right at the
Open
front.
the
Yeah,
gate a little
when
bit,
he was
right?
like exiting out, like through
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
little passageway, there's a guard posted
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
there.
there
in
was,
the
there
corner.
was a couple in there.
So
I
then
mean,
he
they were getting
takes. So he
squished.
takes the fucking scenic route to get to Cersei.
A long
Yeah.
scenic route. So then we have the scene where the Iron Fleet is all there and Euron's fucking looking up. And then here comes fucking Daenerys on her dragon.
She's dive
just-
bombing.
Blows up everything. Like they're like those ballistas were nothing now.
Yeah, so that was
I
another
forgot
problem I
this
had.
Stormtrooper
Yeah.
syndrome. It was
Yeah,
weird.
I hated
Yes.
that because last episode they were like they just took down Dragon and then like Daenerys
Like
couldn't
nothing,
even get
right?
close
They
to
killed
them.
her other
Well,
dragon
Euron was
like
the one
nothing.
who was manning that fucking catapult. Who shot the dragon down.
Well, that dragon
But
got
yeah,
shot
got
more than
3
once,
times,
though.
at
It got
least.
shot 3 times.
That is true.
So the show established the rule that hey, if there's ballistas here, if dragons who come by, they're gonna get fucking shot.
That's
right?
what. That's how I interpreted that.
Yeah.
Or they just had a really nice surprise attack that time because they just
They
turned the
weren't
corner
expecting
and they
it.
were
Yes.
fucking.
That too, yes.
And now Daenerys knows and she's bobbing weaving, evasive
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, yes and no. I just felt like last episode they were like, these things are like really hard to
Unstoppable.
destroy.
Yeah.
If that was the case, why didn't she just go around that rock last time and then blow them
go
up?
from the back.
If
I
that's
don't know
all
why
she had to
didn't
do,
that.
Yeah.
because she destroys all the ships like nothing.
All of them. I
and
thought
then
like,
destroys
okay,
the whole
should we
wall.
take out a couple?
Well, you had to take out the fleet first so that her fleet can get there too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like with again the last episode when Missandei dies on the wall and there's all those little guns.
Yeah.
Why did you just hop on her dragon, go around King's Landing and then kill them all from behind?
Yeah, and torch them all.
I don't know.
I think the show is having a hard time following its own rules.
Yeah.
This one being one of them. That's just
Yeah,
like
that's what I was.
so.
I was kind of like, what?
I was like, oh, okay. So the dragon's got a buff, and he's just fucking killing everything. now.
Well, that's the main dragon. That one's always been buff.
Yeah,
That's the one that's been doing
But
all the work.
I mean,
the
but-
other two were always the little whelps.
yeah, but then when they got killed the first time, right? When they killed her second dragon.
Matter of fact, that dragon's the one that got fucked up in the arena and everything, and still fucking made it out
That's
of there.
What do you mean with the zombies or?
No,
the
they were-
arena
and when they were in the arena,
Oh,
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
like stabbing it with the fucking harpoons and shit,
Yeah.
and they were fucking it up, and it
Maybe
flew out
dragons
of there.
are just better if there's
I mean,
a rider on them.
That one is like the fucking dragon. That's the biggest one. That's her best one.
Mhm.
So
It just
yeah, he's OP, but I think it's because fucking dragons are OP,
Well, then-
and that's the whole thing. They're like, she could do it with one dragon. The bitch got 3, but they took down 2. So.
Then why didn't you do that last episode? That's my problem. It's like if you could have done that now, why didn't
why
you
would
do it
because-
last
Because
why-
surprise, you're on the fucking corner, fucking.
Yes, I'll
No,
somewhat
people
buy
down.
that, but it's just like I don't know.
Preemptive strike.
Fucking hate
He
you,
preemptive.
It looks
He's the
cool.
fucking best, dude. Fucking fight me,
God.
please.
He's,
Tell me why you don't like
He
him.
sucks. He
He's
just
annoying.
sucks. He's
He's
not.
annoying.
He's you know what? He's not.
His character is fucking
No, but
great.
he's not an evil character you love to hate like a Joffrey
No.
or what's his name, Flayed Man
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
They,
I like
as
him.
as crazy and as mean as they were, you liked it how fucking crazy they were.
He's a guy that you like hate, right?
You like to hate.
You like to hate him?
Yeah, like
Joffrey and Ramsey.
Joffrey and
But
Ramsey.
no, I don't
Yeah,
like
like
Euron.
you, like oh man,
What
these guys
about
are
Euron?
fucking
No?
crazy. Like what an asshole. But you're like,
Yeah.
dude, look what he's doing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that about you.
No, me either.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Euron's like a Joff.
Not even when he was like fucking jumping off like the boat and everything with his kick-ass fucking axe and mowing motherfuckers down.
I think
No.
what we had said
That was
last
great.
time was that it felt unearned. Like this guy comes out of nowhere
man.
and
Yes.
he's just
Yeah.
the best.
He's out of
And-
nowhere.
He is the fucking best.
Because
he's
the
the
show-
captain of like the fucking 7 seas,
because
dude.
the show
he's
makes
Sinbad.
him. The show makes him the best.
Well,
He
even
just-
in the book,
Yeah.
I mean, he was
It's
was
like-
out there conquering
like the-
shit while his fucking brother was at the Iron Islands and shit. And then he comes back, kills his fucking brother, took everything over, and then goes, fucks the queen, and is becoming the new goddamn king of the 7 kingdoms. And you're telling me Euron sucks?
Yeah,
He's
sucks.
so
Fuck you.
He's so one-dimensional, man.
Yeah, man.
The other
But
ones at
he
least
does
are
it
developed
so
a little
fucking
bit.
well. He does it so well. He is that one archetype, and he does it so fucking great. And he's an asshole, yeah,
As an
but that's
archetype,
his
he's
fucking character.
It's like what's that one shitty band? Never made
Nickelback?
it. Nickelback. It's like the Nickelback
But
syndrome.
Nickelback has to
of like
exist,
the
right?
show's telling you, hey, this is the bad guy. This is the fucking this is the one, and it's like he's not.
But
He's
he
not.
is.
No.
He was great.
No.
Yeah.
Even at the end. Even at the if you want to
Whoa.
skip ahead here. Even at the fucking end,
Yeah,
he's
it's right
there. I'm the man who killed fucking Jamie Lannister. What a fucking idiot.
That
But he was just
So-
saying like
Yes!
one-liners. The
He's
whole
such a
time.
fucking
Exactly,
idiot. That's his
exactly.
character. It's so fucking great. He was like, I fucking did it. Like, I fucking did it. And he's happy. And he fucking dies happy.
I know.
thinking
I
he's
hate
killed
that
him.
they give him that.
Yes.
I hate that they give him
Yes.
that too.
He wins.
I hate
He
that.
fucking wins in his heart.
No,
he fucking
Rick.
won and died.
We all lose.
We always
I mean, Euron was fucking great.
did not like him.
Love him.
No.
Love him.
Nope.
No.
That's my
So
pirate
there's a
boy.
line?
We'll talk about
Right
him
over
Yeah, there's a
again.
line, right?
Me and Euron swing over that shit
Line, right?
like pirates.
Okay. Next we have. She also blows up the gate
Yes.
Where the
That
Golden
was-
Company is
Dude.
standing.
The Golden Company's fucking outfits. Holy shit, looks so fucking awesome. I was
They're
like,
cool.
look at their fucking shields with the skulls, with the spear
The
and everything.
skulls.
And they had all the, even his, I don't know if you saw his fucking hilt, had, like that mound of skulls on it and everything. They looked so fucking cool. And then bam, just one shot.
That was
They were
so
kind of
underwhelming.
pointless, no?
Yeah, they were
I thought
pretty
that was the
pointless,
Lannister
man.
army.
I mean, even that
Yeah,
guy.
no, that's fucking Golden Company.
I mean, wasn't that guy supposed to be like someone or something? They kept showing that guy.
I know. I
his
thought he was a
face.
boy
Yeah.
for some reason.
Like, I
Well,
think
he was the
maybe-
one who made sure that they kept their end of the bargain.
Well, but then, like, I just mean as an actor.
Oh, I don't
This guy, he's from something, but like they literally did nothing with him. He's just making facial
Well,
expressions.
I
the
think
whole time.
that's gonna have to chalk up to
Bad
we
writing.
only had so many episodes.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later as well.
But dude, they looked fucking
Yeah, they were cool.
awesome. I was all hyped
They
up,
look
and
cool,
then
Just like this episode.
and I was
Looked
just
cool.
like, whoa, yeah, man. I mean,
But
I feel like
pointless.
overall, yeah, this episode was just like
I mean,
it looked
It was
really
visually
fucking
good.
great.
yeah, a lot
But
of cool shots.
yeah,
a lot of cool shots, a lot of good action
Yeah,
overall,
Good
which we'll get
music,
into.
too.
yeah.
Good
Which we'll get
music.
into right now. It was notable mention. The director for this was the same one who did the Battle
Battle
of
of
Winterfell,
Yeah. You
Battle
can see this one.
Winterfell.
the,
Yeah.
the night fight one.
the night fight one.
Oh,
Same director, who also did Battle of the Bastards.
Yes,
that's right.
So
he
I
did
mean,
so good in
Which
Battle
I
of the
loved.
It was
Episode.
very reminiscent of Battle of the
even
Bastards.
this, I think, I think this show's fault, not really a director standpoint. This is like a writing problem, I think, but because a lot of the visuals, the cinematics in this was fucking amazing.
Mhm.
Like a lot of the shots it was just fucking awesome.
That's what I
It
have a
looked
problem with
expensive.
too. Is like everyone's always saying like, oh, the Battle of Winterfell was 52 weeks. It's so crazy. Blah blah. I like this episode more than the Battle of Winterfell.
Yeah. Yeah, me
This
too.
is a better action episode than the Battle of Winterfell. You couldn't
Yeah.
see crap. It was. Why did you need all those extras? Use CGI. Like I don't understand why it
Yeah.
took 52 weeks or whatever, however many weeks it took.
52.
Wow.
Didn't take that. Didn't take that many.
That's
That's a lie.
62
Okay.
weeks. We'll
Okay.
bump it up.
At least-
62
at
weeks.
least 180 weeks at least. You know, so, but it took a long time. But it was like every single day night shoot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I
Cool effects overall. They
Yeah.
they blow up the wall, right?
Blow up the
Starts
wall.
torching the ballistas on the wall. So
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
they all taken away.
And then that's when Grey Worm and them start charging in.
Charging. Well, the Dothraki.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Dead, but
Fuck
they're alive.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I knew there was gonna be some stragglers,
Yeah,
right? Because
I
some of
guess
them,
so.
some
That
of them were
was
running
more
back.
than I
But
It
thought.
just seemed like
Yeah.
finally,
more-
dude, we get to see a Dothraki scream fucking horde running through and just plowing people down right
Yeah.
in the streets, which we were promised since season 1 when, you know, they were like, yeah, we're gonna fucking have the Dothraki in the city.
Mount the world.
That's something I wanted to fucking see. Them urban combat just fucking people up in the city is great.
So
I mean, I
bloody.
thought they're gonna
loved
put up
it.
a little more of a fight overall, considering that like they were talking about the
Fucking right.
forces being like evenly matched and everything. No, yeah, clearly.
Dude, Tyrion's like, nah. He's like, look, that city's fucking going down. He's like, look, like I defended it last time. That shit's going down. There was no
That's the
fucking
one
doubt
thing
in
he was
his
right
mind,
about.
and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going down.
True. The one thing he's
It's
been right
fucking
about
going
this
down.
season, he's been fucking up, man. Next we got Qyburn telling Cersei the news, right? That they
Everything's
breached the
gone.
walls. Yeah, everything's gone. Right? She's like, we still have the fleet.
It's like this is her like small descent into fucking just accepting that she's gonna lose.
At this point, she still hasn't, right? She's still like in
she's,
disbelief. or
yeah,
whatever.
she's still like
Um,
fucking Golden Company's still there. He's like, nah, that's gone.
And it just sucks too that she just reduced to just watching from a window the entire time.
People were saying it's like great that Lena, what's her name?
Katie.
It's just like getting paid to just drink wine by a window.
Yeah,
That's
they were
Dude.
saying. I
That-
read it was like
so good.
$48,000 a minute to just be at the window. And
Damn,
fucking,
that's
like,
amazing,
drinking wine and
dude.
stuff. That's crazy, man. That's pretty good. Let's see. So after she's not, believing Qyburn and stuff, we go to the standoff moment, right, where it's we reach like John and Grey Worm and them and those like Lannister,
Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
Lannister knights or whatever.
yeah.
like Kingsguard.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
And then that's when Drogon comes, plant himself right next to them, and they all just fucking start throwing down their swords.
Yeah,
We would give up.
After like
He's
Cersei
"Fucking
just
do
said,
it." No, there was a
they
good
will
like
fight
fucking
to the end for
Like,
like
yeah,
that
they still-
standoffish.
It was a
You
good.
know, it was real good tension.
Yeah.
kind of like
very well done. I loved.
fucking do it.
Yeah.
You better do it. And they're like, and then the dragon comes. They're like, all right, yeah, done. All right, we're fucking done. We're done.
And then that's when the whole
We're waiting on the bells,
ring the
which
bells
was
moment.
which I thought tension. I was like, are they
Yeah.
gonna do it? Like,
Yeah.
just happen?
Save us! I was like, shit. I was like, you won.
something that I really liked is one of the people, and I think maybe there's a reason for everything they're saying, right? All the dialogue, and you hear one of the people yell out, "Queen, we're surrounded," right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Dany's whole thing is that she's like expecting open arms, like, oh, I want people to love me and accept me as their own because they've been under a monarch or a dictator, tyrant this whole
that
time.
one guy was saying, right, that they sing secret toasts to your name. And
Oh yeah, episode 1.
And then even when she has them surrounded, about to surrender and everything, they're still like, "Queen, we're surrounded by this other chick here." It just shows that their loyalties would never be to her.
Yeah. And then that's where we have the moments, man. Bells are ringing, and Dany decides instead to she's looking at the Red Keep,
Yeah.
and you start to see her,
Like hyperventilating.
yeah, just hyperventilating almost, or just getting really fucking pissed,
Yeah.
and then starts to scorch the fucking streets and innocent people.
Literally just starts murdering the women and
Starts
children.
murdering people who have nothing to do with the battle that's happening.
She's got a Clash of Clans 100%, right? Just all of it. Fuck them all. Just street by fucking street. She just.
That's what I thought too. Cause
Just drive by,
it
dude.
It takes so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
She's just killing
Fucking
everything.
Especially when you see
by
Arya
fucking
later
street.
on,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's still.
Yeah, she's fucking. I was like, does that thing need a recharge
Yeah,
at all?
run out.
I
Like,
know.
take
I
a
thought the
breath.
same thing.
Like, maybe just. Like, give me a minute.
Yeah.
Nah. Fucking. Just carpet bombing the fuck out of that city, dude. And then nothing stood fucking, like, in its path, dude.
Yeah.
Buildings fucked. Everyone fucked.
And then Grey Worm gets his little spear.
Grey Worm does a little spear,
Yeah.
which I
He's
think
like, let's
for-
go!
Yeah.
for someone that's been like as disciplined and loyal and everything, or at least to the idea of like we're doing the right thing, also right behind Dany, like for him to be the instigator, I thought was also maybe a little
He's
uncharacteristic of him.
vengeance. After what
he's,
happened.
he's all on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's mad because of my Sunday.
Yep.
My Sunday.
Sunday,
My Sunday.
me Sunday.
Yeah,
It's a meme.
Yeah.
I know.
Shit.
I saw it again.
So so that's the heel turn, right?
That's yeah. So okay, this is a big thing, right? That everyone's obviously divided on.
Well, yeah, which is weird. It's really divided. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, I think
half
there's.
people love it, half people hate it.
I haven't. I mean, I can't count how many people love it, but
I can.
I
It's
have.
about 5,200.
Only 5,000?
I bet there are more people mad about it than there are people
I agree.
defending it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I think, I mean, we've heard about it that the show's been shortened and stuff like that. Obviously, the showrunners have a Star Wars movie to start fucking writing and producing in 3 years in 2020, which is why this thing seemed rushed. And they made it sound like, oh, okay, we'll just have longer episodes, but I think that just creates pacing issues. Like especially maybe in this one, because it's just you're witnessing all this fucking carnage for like ever, right? Like it felt like, okay, I get it, you're okay, she's killing fucking people, okay, move on. Like what else? Like
But
they just like no, you fucking hate her. It's like Bird Box meme, like just fucking like opening your eyes,
yeah.
like look at this and hate this chick or whatever.
That's what it's trying to do.
Yeah, like they're trying so hard to like heel turn, and it for me at least, it didn't feel valid. There was not enough time spent like showing her descent into this madness.
If there was like screaming babies on fire running around,
Yeah.
would that be more impactful to you?
No, I think it's not believable that she's doing this. They could do this all the
Character-wise?
They could do character-wise.
Yeah.
They didn't spend enough time
Yeah.
having her go from.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's what I'm saying.
But it's
I
always
mean,
been
okay,
there.
if
But
she
character-wise,
yeah, no, of
could
course.
she snap?
You can
I
tell-
think she could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
But-
tell there were inklings of this in the
Yeah.
past, right? They've always mentioned
Fire
or whatever.
I think the way they handled it was a little poor.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it's still a good move that if she goes fucking crazy, she goes crazy. But I think the way they handled it or the way they did it right now could have been done better.
10 episodes flesh it out. Her slowly get more angry.
Yeah.
Um,
They had just that one scene where she looks like shit, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
And that was it.
Oh, she's been there a couple days. Like,
Yeah,
by
she
herself,
wasn't
like-
eating, and she looks like shit. And I'm like, oh man, like we've never seen her look like shit.
Yeah.
Like she's always looked fucking well rested and everything. She's a fucking queen.
Yeah.
And here she's restless, and it looked like she was.
Yeah.
Had we had more episodes of her like
Yeah.
that?
Yes, I would have bought that more. But yeah, it's just such a quick turn to her to kill civilians for no reason. Like and that was the thing I was saying. Like if she took off to the Red Keep and then started burning the Red Keep, and then all the civilians around it died in the process, she didn't care about that. Then I think I would have bought that more. She's like, I just want to destroy Cersei. I want to destroy the Red Keep. I don't care who dies in that little thing that I'm destroying. But she's literally like, I'll get there. I'm just gonna kill everyone else first for no reason. That's why I was like, what the heck? What is she doing? Like, it
Fuck
didn't
'em all.
It didn't make any sense.
I mean, sure.
I mean,
but spend more time.
And then that's what
letting
her
get
dad
there.
wanted to do. Her dad wanted to blow up the fucking city in wildfire.
Yeah.
You know, so she's like, for you, Dad. Just, meh.
But here's the thing too. So she's killing civilians and women and children, and yet she calls herself the breaker of chains.
Yeah.
Like I'm the person who destroys the masters and the tyrants and all these
the-
evil lords to free people.
But then we can talk about, like, anarchy, right? And chaos and rebirth, right? Her purging the city to create new citizens.
Oh, yeah,
to
she
Right,
be
that's
mentioned
what
something
she's
like
doing.
loyal, right?
That's her mercy, is what she says.
Yeah, so she's like, fuck them all. We'll start again. And then these
Mhm.
people will be fucking loyal.
That's
And
what she's
especially
doing.
because now everyone knows, John's my
John.
nephew and I fucked him. And then
Right.
wipe
He's
them
the-
all out.
he's the rightful
Wipe out the
heir.
hard drive. Wipe out the whole fucking hard drive. Wipe them all out. Start new. Hey guys, I'm not crazy. Right? Like,
It's a slap in the face, man. For all this time, people have invested in these characters and stuff like that. For them to just kind of cut these last 2 seasons, I think is just like the biggest slap in the face for
Yeah.
people, because you think about, like, you created these characters, you've given them these real big, strong, emotional arcs, right? Like Jamie and and all of them, and you think, like, at the end of this, whether shit, like, yeah, it's not a Disney ending. I mean, shit is bad all the time or whatever. But I think, like, you at least owe it to the people to give, like, good, proper storytelling if that's all you've been giving, right? And I think in this case, because of shortened shortened seasons, like, I think in a perfect world, we would have gotten a much longer, drawn-out Night King war, right?
Yeah, more than one
one
episode.
shot, bro.
One shot.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
done.
you think, like...
No fight, no fucking battle, no fucking little cuts or something.
Yeah.
We see ice blood or some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nothing. One shot.
I
In
think
the
we would have...
stomach, not
Yeah.
in the decapitation.
Yeah, nothing. Just, you're done.
We would have gotten that. We would have gotten more time to
Bran
have
doing
Dany's-
something.
right? Bran
Right?
doing something.
That'd
other
be
than
great.
just-
A pointless character.
I
Yeah.
was hoping
Whoa,
for
whoa, whoa.
something.
I have a theory about Bran here at the end here, but let's keep going.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Let's get to that. Frank's got to
All right, we'll keep going.
Yeah.
More bullet
To
points.
this fucking episode. All right.
It was done really well, though. I'd say the carnage.
Yeah,
That was
I
really
mean,
good.
despite it being like super gory, you're like, oh, fuck.
I loved
like,
it.
Yeah, you
It
missed
was
that.
like Battle of the
Like Game of Thrones
Bastards.
was like that, right? You
Yeah.
kind of missed that a little bit.
That poor horse, like, on its side.
On its side? Yeah, I
Hurt.
felt
His
bad
legs
for it.
broken.
Yeah,
That's hurt.
that was bad. This is where Euron catches Jamie
God damn it.
before
Convenient.
entering the
God.
castle.
Hell yeah.
Convenient.
That
He's
was
like,
the worst
Hey, bitch!
edited part of
So
any
bad.
Game of Thrones episode
So
ever. I couldn't
bad.
tell where anyone was. It was just like, oh, Jamie's over here. Now he's over here.
Yeah.
It was so
And
disorienting.
and
I
it just
hated
so
it.
happens to, like, find Jamie there in that area or
Oh,
whatever.
God.
I love that Euron just uses his little dagger.
So he's using the whole
He
time, just a
couldn't
little
use
dagger.
a fucking sword. He couldn't use the axe. He just... That's why those things do
Shanking him.
1d4 damage.
Yeah.
They don't really hurt that much.
Well, yeah.
Well, he's going for like
Yeah,
right
'cause
here though.
At this little scene, it's not their entire fight, but he like stabs Jamie in the side also before whatever. So.
He stabbed him twice in the side.
twice.
I thought he was done.
Two
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
sides.
I was like, oh, Jamie's done. He's barely gonna make it to Cersei,
Yeah.
but no,
Nah,
he
dude.
lasts
Small
the whole
day,
time.
thin.
She still died from
He's
that.
like, I'm good.
That was bad.
But
I
he
hated
made it up. But yeah, man. He's the one that got Jamie Lannister, man.
He used his
It was
hand.
him.
No, it was not.
It was
As
Euron.
turns out, it's someone else who got some.
He did it.
What?
So we
Bad.
already kind
Did
of
I
talked
miss
about that.
The ceiling.
The ceiling got him, which is technically.
The floor?
Or he might have died right before it hit him.
Well, why is? I mean,
What if Euron's
I would
not
have given
dead?
that kill to Danny because she's the one causing the
True.
ceiling
Yeah, I
to
guess
fall. No?
Tomato, tomato.
All right. Anyway, so then we cut back to Qyburn pleading to Cersei. Hey, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Stuff's bad.
Yes.
Everything's
bro.
getting destroyed.
The Rains of Castamere
Yeah,
playing in the
slow,
background.
really cool, like
slowly.
that
that was good.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And you get just a shot of the dragon just still torching
Yeah.
everything.
Still
like a person mowing their lawn.
Yeah.
I missed one. Go back for it.
And so she accepts. And she's like, okay, let's get out of here.
All right, I guess.
Then we cut back to Jamie and Euron again fighting.
Yeah.
And
It's the worst.
this is where your boy finally meets his end.
Yeah.
Gets killed by Jamie.
Good death.
Through the armor. What kind of armor was he wearing? I thought it was not
Like,
leather.
it's like leather armor, man.
I mean, it went through it.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
gotta be
I
like-
loved that
He's
shot.
a rogue,
so-
man. It's leathery armor.
yeah, if he's a rogue pirate, right? I guess leather armor is probably.
No, like
the
when
way he
he's
goes.
like, you fought well for like a cripple, man. And then he sees Jamie going for the sword. He's like, are you serious, bro?
Yeah,
like that look on his face
Yeah, he's like,
was
come
like
on,
the
man,
best
just fucking
part.
die already. He's like, fuck, now we gotta keep fighting. Stab you! As you're going for the sword.
That was the best part of his character, right there, that part.
And so then we have. Oh, this is where the Hound and Arya get to the castle now,
Yeah.
and
That
they're in the map room.
Map room.
Yeah,
Map room.
kind of having a moment. Also, he starts to tell her, "Hey, you need to go because if you go with me, you're gonna die."
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or, yeah, he says you don't want to be like me. And I know some people were saying it's out of character, but no, I like the scene.
I liked
He
it.
told Sansa that back then. Also, he told her the exact same thing, like season 3 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I loved
He
it.
told her the exact same, like, you don't want to be like me or whatever. When, it was like her and him having
Yeah.
their moments together.
Yeah, I
so
liked
I
it.
think it's not out of character for him.
Yeah,
I don't
because I
think so
think the
either.
Hound was just like I think he genuinely cares for Arya,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he was just like, listen, when we go in there, we're not going to come back out. So like, you should just live. Like it's over. Like basically, like it's over already.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
she's going to be dead. So just
Yeah.
go.
I think this episode was a lot about like diverging paths. You know, with like Jon and Grey Worm both like loyal to Dany, and then one's like, "Fuck it, I'll fight," and the other one's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," you know. And then the same thing with the Hound and Arya, they like split up, and that's why later on their fights are like mirrored, like her getting out,
Yeah.
and him fighting
Him saying
his
the fight and
brother.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's how like you see the duality of like what
Mhm.
could have happened to her even or
Yeah.
something. And so she decides to listen. She made this long trek from Winterfell to come kill her to get to the Red
Yeah.
Keep to be like,
She gets like 2 steps and then she's like,
I'm outie.
all right, latest.
Yeah, well,
You
because
got
I think it was because it was already coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was no point at that point.
I think
I
like
got
maybe
this.
like
She's
talk
like-
sense to her.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Okay.
like, I'm on a suicide revenge mission.
Yeah.
You're gonna die if you come with me or whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get with
So
Gendry
you couldn't
again.
tell me this shit before I walked into the city?
Yeah. But
True,
eventually,
right?
eventually the Hound goes up by himself and he does find them.
Oh man.
Finds
Yeah.
Oh
them.
man.
And this
Game
is-
Bowl.
Dude, Qyburn in this
He
part?
got yeeted
Oh, yeah.
into that rock.
got-
Yeah, man. Oh my
Fuck,
god,
bro.
just the way he's
Yes.
violently
He's like,
just
He's
nothing.
like, shut the fuck up, bitch! Just down and out.
Listen to your queen.
There's his fucking brains.
I was like, oh
That
my
was
god.
brutal.
That was crazy.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Kind of
felt bad
reminded
for
me
him.
of when, like, the Hound, when they were trying to rape Sansa, and then he picks up that dude and just chucks him in the stomach, and his
Yes.
fucking guts come
Oh,
out.
that's right.
It's like one of those things where it's
Yeah,
just
one of those
so
moments.
fucking quick, and
Yeah.
it's just the amount of power that these guys fucking have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
And And so while they're about to begin their fight, like Lena, or Cersei, right? She's just like,
Oh, she's like
creeping out. Like,
guys.
oh shit!
After that, she's like,
Just gonna let you guys
"All
fight.
"See you later."
And we finally have the Clegane fight. Everybody's been
Clegane
wanting.
Bowl.
Clegane Bowl.
Which was good. It was a good
Good.
fight.
I
Yes,
liked
it
it.
was.
That was
I liked it.
intense.
I liked it.
There was a cool shot of the dragon flying
Yes.
over
Yeah.
the head. That was really
Just
cool.
very.
The
was like,
red
Skyrim.
sky.
It's like the intro to Skyrim, man.
It's
When they're
like
on the fucking
I
spiral
think they were very
staircase
aware
and the
everyone
dragons in the
wanted to see.
background.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to see this fight, so I mean, even more reason, right? Just dragon coming in, the castles crumbling and everything, like such a
The mountain's
cool looking
such a
fight.
fucking beast, dude.
He was
Yeah, he was,
creepy.
dude.
He was very creepy.
I was
He's a
trying to think,
Nurgle
like, what does
champion.
what does he look like in there?
A creepy baby.
And that's fuck, that's right, yeah, creepy baby.
Creepy dead baby.
Which can't die.
Rotting, bloated,
With the
dead
stab in
baby.
the
Yeah, it's
that's
so
exactly like
gross.
bloated from being dead in water and shit. It looks gross.
And I was legit nervous when he had him with the eyes. I was like, no, it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
I was like, so like, no.
I didn't. I was so scared.
I was scared. But
I was-
no, stopped it. Stabbed him in the head. He's still alive.
Took
And
them
so
both
I'm,
fucking down.
I'm glad they just.
That slow mo through the wall.
That part still hasn't happened, but they are fighting.
Well,
at
I
this
just might
point.
as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's
I mean,
cool.
We're
it's
already
fine.
there.
No,
Cool.
I skipped. I made a bed.
That's all right. It's all right.
We're already there.
All right, well, fine. I just want to say
What
it
else
was-
And then Cersei.
What else
There's
happened?
so many cuts in this
after this,
episode.
yeah, I know. It's like all this shit happening all at once
Yeah.
or
What
whatever.
else happened?
Next, we have Cersei coming down to the map room, and this is where Jamie's
Aw.
at, and he finds her.
Yeah, that
And
weird.
she's there, like, all alone and stuff, right? And
Yeah.
Jamie's there, and they...
Embrace.
Oh, my love.
Why are you so upset?
I hate
I
it.
know.
I hate
Me
it
too.
Why?
Me too.
Why?
I do
Me
too.
too.
Because it's a turn. It's a double turn. And I hated it.
Yeah, you were talking about that last time. It was like a quick turn to betray her and leave or whatever, and then
Yeah.
a quick turn to come right back or whatever.
She's so manipulative, and it's like
She didn't do anything.
Maybe it's an abusive relationship, so like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But I feel like they're trying to write this arc. Like he's spent all this time becoming this new, better person from what we knew about
Yeah.
him in the first episode,
Mhm.
right to the part where like fucking Brienne is there standing up for him, and you want to believe
That's
he's
like the
changed,
climax
right?
of his character.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
thought he was gonna die like with the redeemable death. You
Yeah.
know, but no one
Yeah.
died in
Yeah.
the freaking night battle.
yeah. I think there's nothing redeemable about anyone's deaths this episode, in my opinion. Everyone like it was sudden and shit.
Redeemable. Yeah, I guess. Well, who died?
I would say the Hound.
The Hound in the
That
night.
was a
Hibernate.
poor guy.
Dude, the only fucking necromancer, and he got
That-
fucked.
I mean, he was awesome. He was a great hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he
he
was.
was really good.
He was fucking awesome.
And quick back to when Daenerys was torching, it was like fucking wildfire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
think,
cool.
yeah.
I'm
Why?
assuming those are still some caches still underneath
Yeah,
the
I
city.
was
that
like
were
activating
down
it.
there. But like the fire is just so fucking like if there's a place underneath the fire is gonna fucking
Yeah. Because they didn't explain it, but I was like, oh, that's weird.
Figured that's
There's
why.
like wildfire somewhere.
Nah, I thought that was
Underneath.
cool. I
Yeah.
thought that he would still have stashes somewhere still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was
it's
cool.
like her father, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
good.
you daddy.
Happy Father's
Happy
Day.
Father's Day.
On Mother's Day.
On Mother's Day.
So this is where we have the end of Clegane Bowl because this
Oh, okay, sorry.
cuts back. And now they're fighting.
Fighting.
It stabs
I
him in
just
the
figured
eye.
we were there already. Let's
Yeah, I
just
know,
talk
it's fine.
about it.
All right, it's fine.
Straight through the head.
Gets right, tackles them through the window. Whatever, they're
It's a
dead.
Yeah.
wall,
A wall,
actually.
brick,
Yeah, wall.
Oh yeah,
or
wasn't there a
Stone
window
wall.
nearby?
It's because it was starting to come down.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
he
what it
saw
was.
it.
He
It was
just-
like,
like touchdown.
I think after stabbing him multiple times, including the eye, seemed like this fucker's not
Just
gonna
cut
die.
his head off.
Yeah, true. I mean, I know he had the
Zombie,
armor for
right?
the longest time.
he's like zombie.
Right.
Well, that's true. He's kind
But
of
then
like
he got
he's undead.
But he
He
tried
got
the.
sword
He
in the
said the
brain.
bed.
Yeah.
The
Which
bed.
confused
maybe
me.
dragon fire kills, or maybe the mountain's alive.
That's
I-
possible.
I hate that.
But I
I would
mean,
love
if he
that.
was undead, they went into fire, so maybe not. Probably not. That
But
was pretty
usually
high.
Look, man,
brain
we
stabs
thought Darth
kills
Maul was dead.
But you think fall
And he's
from that
not.
height,
He's
you're
a
probably
giant
gonna-
spider robot.
Probably gonna pancake
That shit's canon.
on top of being on
It
fire.
is.
I mean, yeah. he's
But I
probably
mean,
dead.
George Lucas, so I'm not
They
gonna.
died together.
I mean-
I wouldn't vouch for that.
Not George R. R. Martin writing.
Yeah.
The mountain lives.
Some spider legs.
With spider legs. Fucking, oh, dude, that'd be the scariest fucking thing. The mountain, like, half fucking arachnid
That
coming
would be
at you with a
creepy.
huge ass sword.
Like,
Baby, their
clad
baby
in armor.
head.
like
Baby head.
like what's his name from Star Wars? Fucking
Oh, God, Frank.
red and black face. I forget.
Oh,
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul?
You're a conversation away.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. You already had that conversation?
Yeah, we talked
I'm
about it.
reading ahead. I'm sorry.
That's
I was not paying
okay.
attention to you guys.
You're caught
It's
up.
the Frank show. I don't pay
Hey,
attention.
it's my show. I'm going to erase what you all said right now.
You have no eyes. Just edit out her fucking eyes.
Real quick before we leave Clegane, I thought when he was like squishing his eyes, I was like, dude, that's it. He's
I
dead.
thought he was dead.
He's like, that was Oberyn fight. You know,
Yeah.
like he's going to die and stuff.
I was so scared.
Yeah, I said that.
I was like,
I said that like 10 minutes ago.
That's
when I
Pretty
like
great, yeah.
early
I agree
said
with you and Caleb.
damn it.
That's a good scene.
Anyway,
I felt that way too.
so we're fast forwarding to Arya in the streets now, running. There's
Yeah.
chaos.
I
She's
said that
seeing-
too.
She's seeing people.
Oh my
I already said it. I already said it. Next.
ML podcast already. It's a solo podcast. Fucking
Caleb show.
the Caleb show.
I'd watch it. What happens
And
next?
so
No, that was good though.
Arya's running down the streets.
She had this interesting blood thing going
I
on.
loved it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
white. Well, that happens
pattern?
later also,
But-
but sure.
It's on the notes. She gets it later.
She hasn't.
Why are you jumping shit, Caleb?
The thing hasn't
Why?
crumbled her
You
yet.
saw
I'm
it blends
just
in
saying.
with me.
Oh,
You
okay.
can, cool. You can, she's running in the streets.
I'm
The
sorry,
thing
it's
hasn't
all blends
collapsed.
in.
It's cool, bro.
The lady
I
picks
forgot.
her up off the ground, right?
Yes, that
We need a
lady
meeting.
whose name because I had captions on, so that lady's name was Nora. So I'll just refer
Nora.
to
Thank
her
you,
as
Nora. Rest in peace, Nora.
Nora, nice lady helping her out on the streets and stuff.
Gets fucked.
We're not there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'll
was
say
like,
that.
I don't
I'll
care.
say that.
I know. It's
I don't
okay.
care.
It's fine.
White horse. Oh wait, no.
God damn it, Caleb.
Spoiler. We need a.
Spoilers to our own podcast.
Yeah.
So then, this
Can
is
I
where.
talk about something that happened in the past?
Yeah, you can.
So,
As long as it's the past.
Clicking with the eyes.
no, one of the people that's on their side starts to rape a woman, and John sees him.
So
Right.
Sansa
And
callback,
kills him.
man.
Right? Yeah, he kills him. And I thought that was interesting because I guess they were like,
Yes.
I guess the thought was, well, might as well just destroy the whole city, be like tyrants and rape and kill everyone. So I guess that's why he was just why not?
It's just free for all, man.
Yeah.
This
This
is
is
no
very
John's
fight.
like,
There is
no,
no
Very
law. It's just
Sansa
war.
callback.
I'm surprised I didn't write
She's
that
getting
down
Yeah.
somewhere, but yeah, because around this time, John's ordering the troops to like fall back. Was that before or after?
That was
they're
right
falling
before
back?
that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, so-
otherwise, there's chaos in the streets, but I think, like very, like noble of him, obviously, to be killing his own fucking. Like you're there
Yeah.
to save people from bad guys.
Yeah.
And
Don't
it's
be the
like
bad
you're,
guy.
you're seeing yourselves become.
And he even
The bad
like
guys.
waits. He doesn't kill him immediately. And it's once the guy's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah,
and he's
like
like,
if the
"All
guy
right,
was gonna,
all
like,
right."
I'll kill you if you're gonna try to kill me, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he calls for the retreat. Right?
yeah, he calls for the retreat soon after that. And
Mhm.
everyone fall back, like
And then Grey Worm's
everything's
like,
crumbling and
Mm-mm.
crazy and falling.
pussy. And Grey Worm stays in there like, I'ma still kill fuckers.
I love watching him kill people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was glad about the action. We haven't seen good action in a while.
His
Yeah,
fucking pole.
Back and forward.
'Cause we didn't get any good action in the Battle of Winterfell, that's for sure.
Yeah, this was a lot
That's
better.
true.
This is a lot better.
Yeah.
So after the tower falls,
Which was cool. I like that. See
Yeah, it
the
was cool.
dragon
but I thought like
destroy the whole tower.
Tower's here, shows her coming in. She sees that the tower's gonna fall, and instead of running this way or
She
that
did
way,
what
she
is it?
runs, like,
What
this
is that
way.
damn movie?
Which one?
You know which one?
Joe Dirt.
I love that movie.
Is it Aliens? But like, sci-fi movie with
Jurassic Park.
sci-fi.
The truck falling,
No,
and they
no,
run
no.
forward.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Instead of running to the side, you
Yeah.
try to outrun the.
Yeah.
thing
Who
that's
played
coming.
Magneto? Who played Magneto in First Class?
Ian
Fassbender.
McKellen.
Fassbender?
It had him in it, and he's like an android thing.
Oh, is it Alien? Oh yeah.
What is it? What is it?
It's Prometheus.
Prometheus.
She went to
The
the
ship-
school
that
of
one or was
The
it
Prometheus.
ship is
When
like
it's
coming like this.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
They're
just
running
like,
like
let's just
this.
go straight, guys.
Yeah.
That's
She went to the
like-
same
that's-
school.
Yeah, I thought that
Charlie
was dumb.
Theron from last long shot.
From Long Shot. That's right. It's a good
Long
movie.
shot.
No review coming soon.
No review. But if you had asked me,
Just a little side review. My solo podcast.
I'd watch that one
2
too.
out of 2 thumbs up.
Subscribe.
thanks, man.
We
So
know.
then Arya wakes up with the dust and blood on her face.
Yes.
Caleb, what do you think about it?
I thought it was cool.
Cool patterns?
Sorry, I just
It was cool.
she runs for so long,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
so that's why I just kind of
That's
blended
why.
in.
That's
for
why
me.
I say.
Yeah.
That's why I say a lot of this, like, despite it being an hour and a half, like, it gave it pacing issues. Like, they were
Yeah.
just weird. Especially in this case because it's like, okay, we get it. Everything's falling.
Yeah, she
everything's
kept
shit.
going.
Why are we still focusing on the ground? Like when you could be covering other things that are happening.
Because they're trying to show you, like, the whole...
The
I know,
chaos.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
But I felt there
chaos,
was
it's
too
ugly,
many
it's
of like
bad.
the
I know.
explosions on the side, though. I will
Yeah.
agree. Where she's like,
Yeah.
it's just-
The dragon's just...
Is this the
in a
part where she
circle,
tells them to come out of the house?
Almost.
Oh God.
oh,
Actually, yeah, you're right.
Okay,
So she runs into Nora.
come with
glad
me,
it wasn't
guys,
young.
or else you might die.
Yeah, she's like, you might die. We need to go now, or you're gonna die.
And then they go outside.
And they
And
die.
they die.
Yeah, fucking.
It's like an Always Sunny
Oh, God.
fucking intro thing,
was-
right?
yeah.
Where it's like, come on, guys, let's go outside so we don't die. And then the
Then they
title
die.
card,
The
they
time.
die.
Yeah, because Danny comes in and just torches the shit out of not only the mother, but the baby or the
Aw,
girl.
She went back to
Everyone.
her.
Yeah.
She had that little white horse right as her toy.
Yeah.
She's the one who had it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Poor Nora.
Yeah, poor Nora.
I don't care.
The first time we met her.
Yeah, I have no personal attachment.
So then we, God damn it. So this is the Jamie and Cersei going underground scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where there's no way out.
The way is shut.
There's rocks everywhere.
Right.
There's rocks everywhere, and she keeps trying to calm her. I think
Mhm.
my problem with this is that they're trying to humanize Cersei, as in like I just
Were
want
they?
my baby.
Is that what they're trying to
I think that's what
They
they're trying to
were
do.
doing that.
They're trying to make you feel
They're
bad when she's trying to
demonizing
get out.
Daenerys and trying to humanize
Yeah,
Cersei.
yeah, and her in this case especially. I just want my baby to live type shit.
Did she
or
say that?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
just
Yeah,
I,
she's
Because I have a
Right.
comment on the whole baby issue.
Yeah, she said that she's like, I just want our baby to live.
The whole time I thought it was a fake baby, to be honest.
Same.
oh,
That was a fake baby.
Yeah.
No, it's
So
real.
like, that's my problem. Is the whole baby storyline is kind of pointless.
It
Went
is.
nowhere. Literally nowhere.
yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
affect anything. It didn't change anything. Maybe Euron thought I was the father, but that didn't go anywhere. So real pointless. The whole baby. Except the only thing that it affected is that Tyrion said, "Well, Cersei has something to fight for," and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Yeah, it was,
Thing
it
it
was
changed.
useless.
Yeah. So I was like, why did we even bring that up
Mm.
if that went nowhere? She didn't even look pregnant. If she looked
didn't.
pregnant, then it would have been like, okay, it might be more humanized, maybe more like, oh, I feel bad.
Of the show, like just shots of her.
A pregnant queen getting
Yeah,
crushed by
To have
fucking...
the wine
Yeah.
on the belly.
the wine on the belly. So I think for them to both meet their end here, like her to like do all these things that she did and not technically
For
have to
8
pay for it.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
To not have to pay for it by anybody.
Yeah,
Same
personally.
personally, like not being beheaded, not being shamed.
Yeah.
You know, like
She was shamed once, but you hated those people even more than her.
yeah,
So you're like, oh, I can't wait until she gets back at them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my problem here is
Daenerys
just,
did for her.
What?
Daenerys did for her.
Did what?
Got back at the fucking people who shamed her.
No, well, I'm talking about the priest people.
Oh, the Sparrow people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.
She blew them up.
I thought you meant like the citizens when they were
The people
shaming
who
her. All
wanted
the
Ned's
citizens
head
who
up-
were throwing
Cut off.
stuff
Nah, I
at
just
her.
meant
Like,
the...
like, oh, I've seen the queen's tits, and he's like showing his cock and shit.
Yeah.
That was awkward.
So her having this humanizing
I hated
moment
it.
before their death, looking at Jamie and he's trying to calm her down and like
It just
Dying
looked
all
like
that matters
weakness
is us. What?
to me. It just looked like weakness to me.
I think
Because-
they're
Even
Right.
when she was gonna meet her end with Tommen, when she was ready there, she
Yeah.
didn't crack down. She was like ready to pop that potion, fuck
Yeah.
his shit up,
yeah.
right? And she was like calm,
Right.
well, like calm, but like she never cracked.
Yeah.
Even though you kind of saw it, she stood fucking strong. And then here, all of a sudden, you know, she cracks and stuff. I didn't like it. I thought if they were going to kill her crumbling like that, like, her die with dignity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
I think...
Because her character's fucking cool, too.
Yeah, but and I think a lot of these characters didn't get their due, man. Like their
glory. Death.
Like if Daenerys came up and blew fire in the window and killed Cersei,
kill in a cool way.
I'd be like, cool.
Yeah,
like she personally killed her.
Yeah,
but no, like it was a result of
just
like a toaster could have killed her and it would been the same thing.
Daenerys setting her on fire would have been fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fan service that I would have liked.
Where's that conversation? Like, I win, bitch.
Yeah,
and then. Fire.
Yeah. So like just to be able to look at her and
to gloat and to fucking rub it in her face
personal kill.
And so instead now we just have they won. Really good.
Really good.
Really, really good they won.
Well, because if you watch the whole episode from another perspective, it's like totally inverted. Like, oh, these are the bad guys, these are the good guys. You know, if you didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
You'd think Cersei was like a good. Plus the prophecy. Can we talk about the prophecy?
Yeah,
prophecy?
Right?
Yeah, she was.
I'll
supposed
tell you
to...
what. I'll end it and then we'll talk about fucking anything and everything.
Okay.
Real quick.
So
crumbles. Jaime and Cersei are dead. Arya wakes up, sees the burned bodies
with blood on her face.
With that cool splatter.
Yeah. Sees a pale horse.
White
that everyone thinks is a warg or being warged by Bran or whatever.
Oh,
That's supposed to be sent her an Uber. Basically.
I didn't think that.
I didn't think
That's
that either.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He stole his thunder.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that the whole episode.
Is that what you?
That Bran fucking warged the pale horse for her to go.
That was your theory, my bad, bro.
I mean,
not anymore.
Not anymore. That's Frank's theory now.
It's the internet.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna jump on that. That she's death. Boom.
Oh, that's what
she's on the pale horse. Boom. Suck a dick. Fuck you, Frank. Thanks, guys. Come back next time.
Next week. So she rides out.
Yeah.
End of episode. Prophecy.
Oh. Well, Cersei in the prophecy from the witch Actually, I didn't mention, dude, that shot of Daenerys flying over the city was like the exact shot that Bran had that vision.
Yes.
Which was like, I thought that was a nice little insert in there.
Yeah.
Everything.
Like
Call back
to
that. Yeah. She's supposed to die at the hands of a younger brother.
Yes.
Is what the prophecy says. It has a word for it, but I don't remember it.
And also, she's only supposed to have...
Yes, by seconds.
She's only supposed to have 3
children.
Kids. And she wasn't
able
to...
Right. That's why I thought the baby was...
supposed to be able to have any more at all. So...
Well, I mean, technically, this baby never happened.
That's why I thought the baby was a fake.
I guess that's a way.
Well, that's why I knew that she was going to die. Because I was like, if she's not supposed to have any more kids, it's because she's going to be dead.
Right.
But why even bring it up? Why even have it a thing?
Let's ask
you just hate babies?
Let's ask the executive producers.
No, I'm just saying, why have it be a thing?
If
the baby thing wasn't there, the show would be the same. The same results would have happened.
Yeah.
I think this is very telling of, like, obviously the time constraints, right, being an issue. So the writing was sloppy. Also, they didn't really have a I think here's what happened. Is I think there was a bullet point list of George R. R. Martin before he dies. He's like, this is what's going to happen in my books. So if I die before I get to finish writing my books, here's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
The Night King's going to come. They're going to kill him. You know, what's her name's going to fucking turn at some point or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So they have big general ideas, and I think these guys trying to cobble together, well, how do we make that happen? Right? You have, like, all these loose ends, and they're trying to tie all of them together as neatly as they fucking can in two last episodes, or maybe they've been trying since last season, really, because you have all these threads open, and you only have 13 episodes and within 2 seasons to make this happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And despite of them being longer, I don't give a shit. That's still it didn't change anything. If anything, it
15
made it worse.
episodes maybe.
Yeah, like if anything, it just made it fucking worse.
Way
like,
worse.
Just the way these characters met their ends. Like normally, a lot of like the deaths, especially. Like, they were big. Like, you felt them more, right? Like, I think, like, when the Mountain and Oberyn when they were fighting, I was more like on my seat or whatever, like heart pumping. I'm like, oh shit, who's gonna die?
I wanted to stop watching it. After he killed him, I was like, I think I'm done with this show.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
After they killed
I was like,
him?
I can't do this.
Yeah.
I was like playing with my emotions.
But like that,
I haven't felt that since then.
Yeah, like it held more weight, right? Like it just felt like even when the Hound was fighting, I like the Hound, right?
Yeah.
But even when they were fighting, I was like, oh, okay, well, I wonder who's gonna live and who's gonna die. Like I'm just here looking at, the investment. It doesn't feel like it's there like it used to be because they're just all these characters are just fucking whatever now. Versus getting killed at the beginning of the fucking episode, Kyber just dies like nothing. Like Cersei and
Maybe because
fucking
we're
Jamie
anticipating everything because it's the very end.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what
Maybe,
he's trying to say is that they have one season to wrap up everything.
Yeah.
Two
all
big
the loose
things.
ends, all the people.
A lot of big things.
Yeah,
had to
I
get
guess a lot of
wrapped
big
up.
things.
And I think for them, it was just easier to start writing off people and killing them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going to happen with these people, but let's kill them.
Maybe even that's why I think Peter Baelish died. Because they're like, we don't know what to do with him, so maybe he tries to plot and they figure it out. So let's kill him.
Yeah.
And that was the problem, right?
Yeah,
It's
his
like
death
it's
was
like it
super
started there.
underrated.
Like all the schemers, like they didn't know what to do with
they
them.
don't know what to do with
Because
him.
they don't know how to write
Tyrion's
them.
too smart, but now he's not. So we'll just kind of.
Yeah, I did not believe that they outsmarted him.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
And they dumbed down Tyrion so much. Like, what has Tyrion really been doing other than fucking up now? Like,
yeah, legit.
Like they have, and Varys, like I said last time, I was like, we haven't seen Varys do anything. He didn't even have any lines, like in the Battle of
For the whole
Winterfell.
season.
Yeah, like
stood
they
there.
never said anything.
This last episode, actually,
Yeah.
we started talking.
Like a lot of like the political
Also,
scheming.
Like Nymeria is also is she just gone?
Who's that?
Which was in the area?
Arya's direwolf.
Oh.
We're just never gonna see her again,
No.
Probably not. No, probably not. I doubt it.
Nymeria?
right? Like
I'm
thought she was
surprised
gonna
they even
come
showed
back.
Ghost.
I thought she was gonna come back at least for a battle or some shit. And she's gonna be like, "Oh, she still
Aw,
loves me,"
that would've been
and then they fight
cool.
together or some shit.
Yeah.
Like she never
What if
forgot.
that's
or
what she
something.
wrote off on at the end? That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that
Right?
would have been amazing.
That would have been cool. That would've
Oh
been
my
cool.
god.
But-
So there's some random horse. But I think
I mean, Bran.
like a lot of people are going to be disappointed with this because it's kind of like everything, all the time we've invested to caring for these characters, for them to just kind of write them off because they either don't know what to do with them or couldn't wait because they got to film a Star Wars movie or some
And
shit.
I hate
Oh,
that
God.
people. I've heard people be like, "Well, why don't you write something better?" First of all, that's
I did.
technically impossible. Like,
Yeah,
you can't say I could. Oh, I write a better show. Oh, here you go. Oh, the show's over. It's a stupid argument. I hate that. Okay, yeah, I can make fan fiction, but that's all it is. It's just my own personal thing.
You guys want to read some shit? Just send me. I'll inbox them, bro.
Yeah.
I say it to
I'll
my
write
friends.
I'll write the next show.
That's
Got
it. Like, it's so. I hate when people say like stupid stuff like that.
More
Yeah,
like
like,
I feel like
nudity.
last season we should have been a whole season dedicated to the Night King,
Yeah.
and then
That
had
would've
the
been cool.
last
Oh,
two
yeah.
episodes all battle or whatever, right?
Right.
Maybe not
Yeah.
360 weeks of night shoots, you know. And then this season, all building up to Cersei and the throne,
Yeah.
and,
And also Danny falling into
Her
madness a little
descent.
bit.
Yeah, her
just
descent
show
into
show
madness.
more of
Going
that.
back to prophecy.
show
Prophecy.
renewed again.
Yeah.
Going back to prophecy, she went into the Undying temple that one time, and then she had that vision,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was there in the Red Keep.
Yeah.
It was all
The
broken
ceiling's
down,
broken in.
and
It was like snow.
Or
ash.
ash.
Yeah.
But there was icicles also
But
in there. But that kind of also foreshadowing that she's gonna fucking just
Get
She's
ice.
she's
Get
gonna sit on a
ice.
throne of ash,
yeah.
right? Or it's gonna belong to John, who's from the north, who's
Oh.
ice and stuff.
You
Who
Ice.
ices her?
He's gonna ice her.
Ices are out.
He's gonna kill her with dragon
He's
glass.
gonna ice her.
She's like,
Or regular glass. Just blow up.
what's that?
Just regular glass.
My weakness.
I think overall though, man, it was hard to watch because the whole time it's pulling me out of it
It
because
looked fucking great.
something no, it looked great. Don't get me
It
wrong.
looked great.
That's the only thing that's positive. It was
Yeah.
a well-directed episode. Great
Yeah.
action.
Yeah,
Really
the
good
CG
music.
looked awesome. Drogon
It was
destroying shit. Like it just
All that was
it
fun to
felt powerful.
watch.
It was
That's
so
it.
great. but it's
The
just
soul.
the character motivations and everything. It's just very uncharacteristic of someone like Danny to be
Everyone.
killing innocents out of nowhere. You know, like it was just so
Literally.
frustrating to watch everything, people's deaths. You know, like Varys would have been like if they would have just spent an episode or two of like Varys scheming and trying to, you know, like
He
work with his
barely
little
did
bird.
any
He's trying to
scheming.
bring Daenerys down, and she
Yes.
finds out that he just tried to kill me.
they
I'm
gave
gonna
it
kill him.
they
Yeah.
gave it-
Okay.
Yeah, and then at the end of the episode, they kill him, and that's how they cap off that
Yeah.
episode. Like, cool. Like they gave Varys due. They give him an episode of like we get to see what he does or whatever, and then they
Strength of
kill
the
him
spider?
off. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Spider, man.
Yes.
You get to see him really doing his work.
So, like, Robert was right, huh?
About.
Fucking killed Daenerys when she was a baby.
Well, didn't
Yeah.
they say it about Thanos, right? Go kill him
Right.
as a baby.
Well,
Except
she was
Robert
in
was
a-
like, fucking go kill that bitch. And then everyone's like, nah.
Well, they tried to. They tried to kill
But
her.
Jorah-
She was a
That's
baby.
true, Jorah.
But Jorah was like, no,
I love you
I'm gonna
now.
fuck this baby.
God, Jorah.
I mean, that's what he was doing.
That's what he was
He's so
doing.
That's what he
creepy.
wanted.
With all
And
his
then-
grayscale and everything.
Right?
Oh.
Because in the
Ew.
book, she's like, what, 12, right?
At the
She's-
beginning, I think
she's
she was
younger.
13.
I know she's
Yeah,
younger.
13.
Fuck, yeah.
She's like 13 when it started, but
Yeah,
I mean, this
something
takes
like that.
years, right?
Yeah.
A lot younger than him.
Yeah. So now we have the unfortunate last episode, like John being in a position where obviously he's just like, what the fuck just happened?
So, okay, prediction then?
Yeah, prediction time.
I don't know.
Wait, I'm not done with this one.
Oh, okay.
Hold up. Something I really liked is like the whole cyclical nature of it. It's like Missandei in chains dies in chains, right? Jamie with Cersei goes right back to Cersei.
Well, I
Yeah.
think also, I mean, they've made multiple comments of like, oh, we came into this world together,
Right.
and we're gonna go out together, or whatever. And I think that was a little fan servicey because he had also meant when Bronn asked him one
Mhm.
time, like, how do you want to go? And he's like, in the arms of the woman I
true.
love, or whatever. It's just the showrunner's like, okay, let's pick these two things, and okay, we'll make that happen for the both of them. You know, like,
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't down with that.
yeah,
Cersei doesn't deserve a good death.
no,
No.
she should have. She should have paid for what
Even
she
though
did.
I like Jamie now, I would have preferred
Oh,
him
no.
to go out
I
and
mean,
do
I
away
like
too.
Cersei too, and I think she's
You know, as a character, yeah,
She's
she
cool.
was a good
Had
evil
that-
person.
That death and the Night King's death should have been some of the biggest deaths.
Yeah.
That should have been your
Yeah.
fan service moments.
Yeah.
I get
Not
if they wanna
Jamie
do-
screwing Brienne.
Yeah.
It's those moments that should have been fan
Aw,
service.
But I've never. What is it?
If you're
I've
gonna
never
fan
had sex
service,
with
fan
a
service
knight.
those moments.
Yeah.
I love that moment. That was cool.
Yeah.
Because I'd be fine with whatever the story is, as long as but if you're throwing out fan service, then
Yeah.
at least do some fucking justice on some
Mhm.
other
like
harder hitting things.
John, at least fighting the Night King.
Yeah.
Like maybe he doesn't kill him, but at least have a
Let him
sword
have an
battle.
actual battle.
Yeah,
With him.
like why didn't he let him have a battle? Oh, I think because they even say that, like, oh, it'd be so obvious if John killed the Night King, so we wanted something random out of nowhere. Like
So
that's a
yeah,
stupid way to do it. Like
Yeah.
It's obvious because that's what's supposed
that's
to
what's
happen.
been built
Yeah,
up
but
to
the-
since season
I mean,
one.
It's
because-
pointing towards. Now you're
Yes.
telling us no.
Yeah, it's like the Last Jedi right all over again.
That's
I
frustrating.
want to
'Cause-
see a fucking awesome sword fight. I want to see a fucking awesome sword fight. And now
The-
everyone's dying
The
by
only close
By
thing you had
toasters.
to Awesome Sword Fight was just the Hound and Clegane.
I think
Yes.
it's the last.
But even then, there was no like halfway through, it just knocks his sword out.
Unless John and Grey Worm have a fight, I don't think there will be a last sword fight,
Yeah, I doubt
which
it.
would
Yeah,
be cool,
no.
but I don't think it'll happen.
Predictions.
Grey Worm's gotta die.
You think Grey Worm's gonna die?
If she loses.
I don't. I can
Mhm.
predict. I don't know because you see Arya looking at her. So,
So who has claim to the throne then? It's just them two,
yes,
right? No one else is trying
John
to
and
fight.
Danny?
technically John, but Daenerys because she won.
But no one else is fighting for it now.
Oh, who's fighting for the throne?
Nobody's
No.
I don't think
fighting
anyone
for
else.
it.
It's just Danny who wants the throne.
So
It's just Danny and John.
if John keeps his pants down, she's done. She wins.
Yeah.
So
Do you think
it's
he would
either
let that happen, knowing
him or
what
her.
he knows and see
No.
what
No,
she did?
he's not.
he has to try and say something now.
Or
do
Such
something.
an
I don't
idiot.
think, I don't think he. I think she's fast forwards.
He waits till the last minute.
More than
with
words,
Everything.
you know.
Not gonna do it.
I thought about it too. I was like, should I go for it next time? Season finale. But
An hour and a half. Do you think? Do you think it's gonna take an hour and a half for her to die, or do you think they kill her early
she's, like,
and then
there
spend time doing an epilogue
for a
about
whole
what
hour?
I don't know what happens from here.
I don't. That's the thing. I don't know
I
where
wonder
this.
if they even epilogue.
Who do you think is gonna kill her though?
Oh,
Is it gonna be John?
you don't even think they'll even epilogue it? That would
It might,
suck.
it might just fucking end it like that.
Like if someone
then,
just dies, and then you just kind of assume what happens from there.
We have to imagine.
What if what if Sansa rides in with the veil and shit? Right?
But they have. She's
maybe-
a dragon who.
I mean,
Kill all of
okay,
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Daenerys still has Dahario still back in fucking Marine, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah.
she still has forces across the fucking sea, and she has now over here. So she's got Easteros and Westeros.
Yeah.
John's got jack shit, right?
What about North of Rose?
Well, John has Northeros because he has all the wildlings on his side.
Sansa has North of Rose.
No,
Yeah,
because
buddy.
the wildlings like John.
John doesn't want it. Haven't you heard? Pay attention.
Yeah,
Caleb?
but I'm just saying, if you want to say
I
I
sides,
don't want it.
I'm not fit for being
I'm
king.
not fit to be a king. I just want to. What does he want to do?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What is his
What does
motivation?
John want?
All he wanted.
He's
oh,
a
sorry.
sub.
Sorry.
You know,
That's
that's
all
all.
All he wanted to do since season one was, or maybe not since season one, but all he wanted to do was kill the Night King. That's all he wanted to
That's all
do.
he's
That's-
been
yeah,
wanting,
that's
dude.
true.
Since forever.
Since he found out about the Night King, he's
Yeah.
been wanting to stop that shit from happening. Now that that shit's happening
What does he
and
want
it's
now?
done, he's like, well, fuck, I don't want the crown, but now I'm tied to the side.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else to do now. So now does he step up and be like, there's no way I'm going to let this bitch rule.
I think
I
so.
have claim. I have to step up
But
and
he
be the man.
loves
I think
her. But he loves
No,
her.
I don't think that.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh god.
He's gonna have to
That's
I don't
pretend
stupid.
think
he
that
loves
would
her.
be a motive enough for him.
Yeah, I
Because
think
even though they're telling us that they're
since
Yeah,
he is a
that's
super,
true.
yeah, you're right.
I
since
mean,
he's
with
a
the whole Egret thing
honorable,
too,
Yeah.
what happened?
honorable person like Ned, if not more, he'll try to stop Dany. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
you should do it smartly, not just like I'm gonna walk up to her.
No, he would do it like that.
Yeah,
he
he
would do it
would.
like that.
Yeah,
So
right.
then this is the writers, whether they want her to win or they want him to win, right? So who's going to be put on there? Do you think they fuck us and they're like, oh, bad guys win sometimes and that's just life?
Because you were expecting the
You
good
know,
guy to
guys,
win.
yeah,
Too obvious.
I
That's
think-
why I don't
think-
know.
Bitty boop!
Here's what I think.
Or do
I
you
think they would not have spent fucking 45 minutes of that last episode making you not like what
Mhm.
Danny was doing if they weren't gonna fucking.
Yeah.
that's true.
But,
So-
but
I
they're
agree.
like, we've never done stuff like this before either, so now, and they take a gamble, and then it's just like Danny wins.
I think if they ended like that, where she just keeps her reign and nothing happens to her, like people are gonna be pissed.
I'd be happy.
You'd be happy
I'd be happy.
if Danny stayed on the throne.
Yes, I want her to win.
I wanted her to win.
I
Purge them all. Fuck
wanted her to win.
Me
Look,
too.
Not
look, look, look.
anymore.
I never wanted her to
She
win.
takes
actually.
over one
Oh,
fucking
true.
city.
I would have liked John to.
She burns that place, raises it, gets new citizenship, new citizens to come or whatever, and then she starts anew, and then there's a new era, and then she's queen of fucking Easteros and Westeros.
I think there's gonna be people like John who can't live with that fact.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm
Especially
sure
Sansa.
he's gonna, and he would be
Mm.
fine too. I mean,
Well, no.
he'd be a good king.
What about
No,
Tyrion, though?
that-
Tyrion, too,
wait.
right?
That can't happen
What,
because
John win?
Daenerys winning. Because if Daenerys wins, then Sansa won't let that happen. She's gonna go after
Sansa's
her,
gonna have to rise
and
up.
we're not gonna do that in this next episode. They can't just leave a cliffhanger like that
Yeah.
because
It
that'll be
goes
like.
from Game of Thrones up to whatever the next series is going to be.
But are we gonna do that on the next series?
The next series is gonna be
I mean, we're doing
prequels.
prequels.
I
Oh, yeah.
figured it'd be all prequel stuff. So, yeah, because not only Sansa know that, but Varys did send. I'm sure he sent
He
a couple
did.
letters out,
Yeah, yeah.
so people will revolt, and you can't just be like, "Oh, it's just a cycle. It just keeps happening." Like,
Yeah.
So you're saying that regardless, she's fucked.
I think
Yeah.
she's got to die.
Yeah, people are not gonna.
Because-
Varys checkmated her by sending out all those fucking.
Yeah,
I think that's why she burnt the whole city, because she knew he sent those things out.
I think that might have been a factor in her
Oh,
decision. To
do you
burn
think
shit.
she'll explain
To-
why she did that in the next episode?
burn them all?
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, what
Yeah,
the fuck
because
was that?
otherwise,
I don't
yeah,
think no one's not gonna ask her like,
The
what was
fuck?
that?
yeah.
I said the bells were ringing. I told you like 6 fucking times.
6 separate occasions.
What was that? And I'm pretty sure she's gonna give her explanation.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck him.
Fuck them.
I sit. And she sits on the throne.
Yeah.
Roll credits.
If it fits, I sit. Right on the Iron Throne.
All right. Any other predictions anyone has for the episode?
I predict that when we start Monopoly next week, that I will
Damn
win.
it, he stole it from me.
I'm gonna
I was
fucking
gonna.
Really? Oh my
No, that's all right.
gosh.
I wasn't gonna say it like that, but that's pretty good. Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh! Your
Uh,
notes. Your notes.
What are we
I
gonna
can't
do
do-
without your
I don't know what to say now. I don't know what to say. What are we doing?
We did want to make an announcement. We're gonna try to do some Game of Thrones Monopoly next week. So if you guys are following along and stuff, after the next episode, we're gonna do some Game of Thrones Monopoly. Kayla brought it. It looks pretty
Slice
cool.
you
Where is it?
and dice you, and throw it in you, or throw it at you.
Right
I was like, what?
Here. And it does a cool thing. Do it.
Oh, yeah,
Caleb.
do it.
Do the thing.
Just like the show.
Oh, it's just like the show.
Get your light sticks.
It's officially licensed.
Officially licensed.
We're gonna get copy strike for this.
Yeah. Don't play it anymore.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn off the light! Turn off the light!
It's the bells.
Jurassic
The
Park.
bells.
But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. That's going to be it for today's episode, our thoughts and discussion on the bells. Hopefully they don't fuck it up on the next one. We'll see y'all
I doubt
later.
it.
They will.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hey,
Oh, sure.
we'll see you,
Bye,
man.
bye,
Yeah,
bye.
this is what we do at the end.
Oh,
You can't
sweet.
say
My
it.
hands
You
are
can't
so
say it.
sweaty.
Oh, even more reason. Yeah.
Before we start, we should close the door.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing a sound test real quick because I heard you all. I didn't get to hear my mic, so I'm just making sure.
Oh.
The levels are
Okay,
good.
all right.
Oh, it's the Frank show. It's the Frank show.
The important one, yeah, I have to test this one.